Oh my gosh.
Let's
So
see.
like when it comes to pizza, like let me ask you guys, like
Mhm.
who eats like meat lovers and like veggie pizza? Like where are all the people that like pineapple and anchovies? Like I don't understand.
So I like meat lovers with pepperoni and then anchovies, but I also add peanut butter to it.
See, nobody knows about the peanut butter trick. Like
Yeah,
why?
peanut
Why
butter.
why does Papa John's like not sell this? Well,
It
first of all,
makes
who's
it
eating
makes the
Papa
sausage
John's?
better,
Do you have
right?
jelly?
I agree.
And jelly, yeah, peanut butter and
I've never tried peanut butter and jelly with anchovies.
and
Is it good?
pepperoni and sausage, and then it has the like the anchovies are raw, right? They're supposed to be
Usually,
raw?
yes. Some people think you have to cook them, and I'm like, who does that?
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think, Paul?
Ever since I like to say, ever since my taste buds matured enough to appreciate fish, that's all I get on pizza is fish. So I
Mm.
first started anchovies. I'm like, it's kind of weird, a little salty. But then I'm like, oh no, now I put fish of like tuna, mackerel. I fill that pizza up with like clams, oysters,
Yeah. Like
squid,
what-
just any kind of seafood stuff, fish stuff. That's the way to go for pizza. Forget about the cheese.
Yeah.
Just give me marinara sauce and fish and put it on the pizza
you-
dough.
Do you put tartar sauce on it too with the
Yeah.
marinara? Okay, yeah,
Like,
okay, you're normal.
Replace the cheese with marinara sauce, or replace the cheese with tartar sauce.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so at least we're normal. What about you, Josh?
All of the above. And when I
Mhm.
said jelly, I actually meant a jalapeno jam.
Oh,
Mm.
wow.
Jalapeno jelly.
kick,
It's-
you know, like
yes.
like a little kick. So
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
spice there. So,
I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
New York-
we're the ones who are really in the know here about
yeah.
this.
New York pizza is the worst. It's just horrible.
Shots fired.
I don't know about pepperoni and sausage and all that stuff anymore, and cheese.
Bad. It's just
Like,
garbage.
why? Who eats that anymore? What is
It's
this,
like-
1997?
It's like
Bruh.
get the door. It's garbage. You know, so Domino. It's garbage.
Exactly. It's cardboard.
Garbage. It's garbage.
We're
Wait,
not live, are we?
I think we're live.
Oh boy, they're
Oh,
gonna
God.
not. They're not gonna agree.
I don't display.
I have a feeling they're not gonna be like, what? That's. Not
I have a
good."
feeling that chat has their own shade fans going at the moment.
Midwest tacos. All right, we're live. That was the intro. Yay! Welcome to the podcast, my friends.
Hi, guys.
Like,
Welcome
these
to
people
the-
have the worst taste in everything but video games.
Ace.
Welcome to the Nintopics Podcast. Happy Friday, my friends. It is Friday, and you are here at the best place to end your week and start your weekend. We're the Nintopics Podcast Crew, and we got a lot to talk about today. Before I need to introduce the all-star cast here, starting with the great Paul Gale Force Countdown Guy Network. His name is going to get longer every week.
add more things to the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's the majority of my last week has just been going through the game. I don't want to rush it. I'm
Yeah,
not
me either.
trying to get to the end. It's just so easy to jump in, play for a few hours,
Mhm.
and do a combination of like get closer to the end, but backtrack, and then go through the worlds and try to collect a bunch of stuff before you move forward. So kind of like this, go forward and then go back a little bit, go forward and then go back a little bit, because I don't want to 100% any one world,
Mhm.
because I do want to have incentive to later on go back to the worlds after I beat the game. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But I'm getting almost everything per world, so I get a good feeling of the game, and I'm loving it. Been playing it, and it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome. And 64 Josh, all the way from, I don't know where you're from. Where are you from?
Pennsylvania right now.
Pennsylvania, where they make the pencils sharper than ever. What's up, Josh?
And the Vegas.
In the vein. In the vein.
I'm so good. So glad to be here. So glad that's not real pizza we have to eat. 'cause,
No.
Man, That would be.
What are you talking about? That's what I'm ordering.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck with that one. I'm unlike Paul. I beat DK, and
no spoilers. No spoilers.
oh, that was the first thing I was gonna do.
No spoilers.
Like,
did you want to? Did you 100% it, or did you just kind of went through? Went with?
No, I didn't, and I have like it's up there for me. Like it's huge smile on my face playing it. Just loved every minute of it.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
really I did the same thing as Paul. I'm like close to the end, but I don't want to get there yet. I keep coming back to the first and keep like having fun doing other stuff. But yeah, and then going over to Zelda's mama, the queen of Hyrule, Joycey J. What's up, Joycey?
How you guys doing? I have ordered a tartar sauce and marinara pizza, and also a taco pizza, but with no cheese.
A taco pizza, no cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. A taco without cheese is not a taco.
Hey,
street tacos with like carne asada and onion and stuff like that.
Yeah,
those are good.
Is it good? Does it have cheese?
People like.
No,
to have
they
cheese
don't have cheese.
No,
they don't usually come with cheese, but people
Usually
like
not,
to put cheese on them. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it has to have cheese.
Who's eating cheese on pizza in 2025? Who's doing that?
I like cheese.
But what's cool is actually replacing the marinara sauce for
tartar.
The other one? No, for the tartar sauce. No, the what's the other one? The white sauce?
White cheese, like the white hummus. Oh, not hummus.
I forgot the name.
The one with
mozzarella.
I know there's
it's mayonnaise.
No, mayonnaise.
No. Mayonnaise on
Cool Whip
sandwiches is
it's more like Olive Garden offers marinara or the white one.
Yeah, the white one.
I know what you mean.
Chat knows what I'm talking about. There's a pasta that's kind of like it looks like spaghetti, but it's like more thicker than spaghetti. It's like more like a flat Alfredo. There you go.
Oh,
I think Joey and Blake said Alfredo.
Yeah,
I'm judging you if you're eating Alfredo sauce.
Yeah, you substitute the red sauce for Alfredo sauce on the pizza. That's a winning combination right there.
Okay, now that's fair. That's fair. When I thought we were talking about pasta, but like when it comes to pizza, actually, if you put lasagna on pizza crust and you cook it, it's actually extremely terrible.
I was gonna say, I was like,
thank you for coming to my TED Talk. No relation.
Oh, by the way, I just remembered. I got a cool Donkey Kong Bonanza towel.
Hey,
show us.
Bring it over.
This is from the My Nintendo rewards, just for redeeming your
the
coins.
Hold up, let me go back. Are they still available?
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's like 600 coins or something. It's pretty sweet.
That's not bad. Plus the $5 shipping.
Yeah, shipping's like $5.
Yeah. Let me go get my Nintendo.
It's soft. It's nice. I would love if it was like a full size beach towel.
For real.
Then I would get two.
Or like a full size
never
poster.
open one.
Nah, Nintendo's not that giving. They're not that.
I mean, I would pay for it. Like I'd be like, hey, take the coins and take some cash. You know.
I'm sure there has to be some kind of big towel available with Donkey Kong on it.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is nice. It's like
I got mine off Amazon.
14x9, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the dimensions for sure, but it's cool.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
And what about that Lego set for
the Game Boy?
Yeah, I got to it too late. I wanted to get it, and it sold out. The pre-order sold out. It's only $59, and I got to it too late. But it's awesome. I think that's one of the best Lego sets I've seen so far. Just because I love Game Boy. Game Boy is like, my childhood. It's like this beautiful thing.
We picked up the Deku tree this week.
The Deku is Deku tree. Deku. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Deku.
Deku tree.
I don't know.
Josh,
I don't know how to say it.
I've always said Deku tree.
I've beaten it into Mike's head how to say things right when it comes to Zelda. So I apologize for that. That's me rubbing off on him.
Deku Tree. All right. So on my end, what did I do on my end? Not much. Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm just like Paul, trying to not beat the game because I'm having so much fun. It's really an incredible game. This is crazy. It is my favorite Donkey Kong game period right now. Right. I did love Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 on NES. Right. Of course, Donkey Kong 1 I liked it better than the rest. And then the HD version, I was okay. For some reason, I'm not too crazy about the side-scrolling ones. I just in love with this one because it's like playing a Mario game, right? It's exploring, just kind of beating everything up. You release stress by just punching everything in sight. I've even punched some characters. I'm like, punch the floor, and then they go down into the lava. I'm like, sorry. It's just fun. It's fun. I know it's kind of like throwing the penguin over the edge, but with everybody in Donkey Kong Bonanza. So it's fun. I'm having fun with it. I can beat it at any moment now, but I'm not. And I'm doing something different though. I'm just accumulating points. You know how when you get bananas, you get the points to redeem them for skills. I'm just accumulating them. I'm not even using I'm not even increasing my hearts.
I have 19 bananas pending. Like I have filled up some things, but I have 19. Like I'm ready to go.
Yeah, and the thing is that I'm not even like redeeming them for the little hearts. I'm just kind of because I want that difficulty level. If I have like 5 hearts and they beat me, and I suck. I need to beat it with 5 hearts. I did the same thing with Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. I made it so that I unlocked every tower with 3 hearts. Every single tower, the entire map. And I did it. I did it for Breath of the Wild, and I did it for Tears of the Kingdom. I unlocked every single tower in Breath of the Wild, and I did every single little that blast off thing tower on Tears of the Kingdom with 3 hearts. And that was my challenge there. Because I love to be challenged. I can't have things easy. Donkey Kong is a little easy, I think it should be easy because it's a fun game, but I like the challenge there, and that's all I'm gonna say because I don't want to spoil it for anybody else. But yeah, how about we get to the topics of the podcast? What does that sound?
Might be my alarmo. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. I'm like, what is that? All right, so my friends, we got news. We got things to talk about. The first topic is one that we were going to do last week, but we didn't have time to go over it last week, which is our first impressions. Not our first impressions. Now that we've had the Nintendo Switch 2 for 2 months now, close to 2 months now, we're going to go over it. We're going to review it. We're going to talk about what we like about the Nintendo Switch 2, the games we played on it, how we like them, and what we don't like about the Switch 2. And what can they do to improve, right? So we're gonna talk about our initial now 2-month impression for the Nintendo Switch 2. What are the highlights? What are the lowlights? And then what can Nintendo do to improve upon? Because we know this is the first version of the Nintendo Switch 2. This is the Switch base model, as we call it, right? This is the base Nintendo Switch, and obviously we're gonna get a better one with maybe the OLED screen and so far. But for this base model at $449, $599 if you got the deal with Mario Kart. We're gonna go ahead and review it. I'm gonna go ahead and start with Paul. Paul, these are the 3 questions you need to answer in your let's say 7-minute review if you can. 7 to 10 minute review. These are the 3 questions you need to answer. Initial thoughts on the system itself. Okay, this is the screen, the hardware, portability, the battery. Now that you played in handheld mode, you played in dock mode with your kids. You have kids and you play with them, so you've experienced the multiplayer part of it. You did the camera as well, right?
I got the camera.
Yep, you did the camera as well. What are your thoughts on it? And then at the end, you'll give me a 1 to 10 score on the Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, so your review for the Switch The games that are out now, and then your review score. Okay. And who wants to take the time? Who wants to be the timer? Because
I got you.
We each have 7. Let's say what's a good time?
That's 7 minutes that you said, 7 or less. Maybe.
Okay, let's do 7. Okay. All right.
Are you doing it, Joycey? What want me to do?
Oh, I got it. I'll do it. It's 8:02 right now.
All right.
My time.
And starting now.
Okay. I really enjoy, I guess, starting off with the hardware. I think the plastic is of good quality build. It doesn't feel like it's junk plastic that's going to crumble in my hands at any time. So it sounds like a small thing, but that's definitely important, especially with something that you're going to be holding and carrying around often. Because if you just drop a controller, not that big of a deal. You drop a device with a screen, that could break. That's also something that's beneficial to some people. Don't like it, but I don't mind it actually. The bezels around it. You have a little bit of a bezel around it. That's kind of a little protective barrier between the outermost portion of the screen and the image that you see. So I don't mind that either. It's called look at the image and forget about what's on the outside, but that's just kind of me. It does look nice when it goes to the end, kind of like those, edge flowing pools that go to the edge, but like whatever. I'm not even worried about that. I don't mind the bezel. I think the practicality is nice. Joy-Cons are cool. I like that they're bigger. I'm an adult. I have decent sized hands. I never minded the size of the Joy-Cons on the Nintendo Switch, but I think them being bigger, including the analog sticks and buttons, is an improvement. I love the easy glide nature of the analog sticks. How silent they are, how smooth they move. Very good. The kickstand, I could have been okay if they had the OLED kickstand, which was definitely an improvement over the original Nintendo Switch's kickstand.
Yeah.
But I like this U-shaped one because I have carried it in that manner before. So I think that's a positive step up. The audio coming out of the system from its bass speakers, I could play the original Nintendo Switch at about 50% volume and be happy most of the time. This one, same thing. 50% is good enough, but I crank it up to 100 and I'm like, this is a solid audio experience. The screen size. I mean, I grew up with Game Boy Advance, these really small screens going up to DS and then 3DS XL. Wow, that's big. And then Nintendo Switch blew everything away. This 6-inch screen, oh my goodness. This 8-inch is definitely feeling more modern and up with times in the iPad and smartphone generation that's just gotten bigger and bigger. So like this is a nice sweet spot. This might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but I've probably already put in close amount of time in tabletop mode with this as I put in Nintendo Switch. Well, respectively, definitely topped it. Overall, I'm probably exaggerating by saying as much as Nintendo Switch. I did use tabletop mode a decent amount all generation long. Just it was definitely my least used between tabletop, portable, and TV mode. But like my wife and I played for a solid 1 hour and 50 or 1 hour and 55 minutes split fiction. Took the system out, propped it up on a pillow, stuck it in tabletop mode, and that's how long it lasted until the system hit 1%. Hour 50, 55 minutes. That to me is an almost 2-hour experience playing it out of its normal element, because it is, at the end of the day, a home console that you could play portably or in tabletop mode. That's how it's advertised. That's what it is. So the battery life, now it's using full brightness. I put it through its test. I put it on full brightness, full audio levels. It was connected to the internet, even though it wasn't using internet except for the EA sign-in. So kind of at the same time, and using 2 included controllers tethered through Bluetooth to the system. All that for a couple of hours. I can't complain. I've gotten about 4.5 hours out of playing portable mode with different games, like play some Street Fighter 6, not pop out, but switch to like Fast Fusion, a little bit of Mario Kart, a little bit of Welcome Tour. and a little bit of Fortnite. So like all that was like 4 hours. So like that's modern good games. I think the launch was solid, very solid, with Mario Kart World being a great, hey, this is the sequel to one of the best-selling games of all time, 80 million on Nintendo Switch. If you had to make a sequel to launch a system, wouldn't you want to make a sequel to the game that the most amount of people want a sequel for? How would you determine that? What game has sold the most? Right? What are more people looking forward to? Grand Theft Auto 6 or ARMS 2? Grand Theft Auto 6, because there's 100 million people that bought Grand Theft Auto 5. There's 3.5 million people that bought ARMS 1. So what would you want to make a sequel for? The game that has the biggest install base. So anybody complaining that, oh, Mario Kart World shouldn't have been the launch game? No, because you are, in this case, going off of a highly successful generation in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that sold this much. That's what you want a sequel, because that's where the most amount of people that had a Nintendo Switch owned that game to sequelize going forward. Launch was fine. Street Fighter 6, third-party support, excellent. Split Fiction, 3 months old, but beautiful. Within the system's first 5 weeks of availability, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. Bought it, loved it. At the 6-week mark, Donkey Kong Bonanza, a true Game of the Year contender. One of the finest games, in my opinion, of the last decade. That's how good I think Donkey Kong Bonanza is. It's a terrific system. Price. If you look at the price factor of Nintendo consoles over the years from NES to now, price adjusted, Nintendo Switch 2 at $450 is not that bad. It's in there. It's not the most expensive. It's not the cheapest. It's right in there. If you look at the pairing of Super Nintendo and Game Boy, DS and Wii, 3DS and Wii U, Game Boy Advance and GameCube, then Nintendo Switch 2 is even more affordable because it is a home console and a portable console in one that you have only had 3 times in the entire Nintendo history. NES, Nintendo Switch 2. Every other Nintendo era, you had to buy 2 systems to experience all the company had to offer, except these 3. So, with all that being said, the backwards compatibility, the free upgrade in most of the backwards compatibility, the GameCube support being added on, Nintendo Switch Online coming out of the bat with a Nintendo GameCube controller, something beautiful, the prospect of things to come. It's very easy for me to just give the system right now a 10 out of 10. I think it's terrific. I love it. Will it go down in history as my new favorite system ever? I don't know yet. It's easy to say, well, yeah, it plays all Nintendo Switch games, but native titles made for it, will it exceed Nintendo Switch? Quite possibly. Impact wow factor, I kind of got to give it to Nintendo Switch. It did it first. But regardless of those things, it stands very likely to potentially become the next best system ever, but time will tell. I think that's like about 7 minutes on the dot. Done.
8, but still close enough.
Woo, not bad.
Good job, Paul. Really good job.
That was fast.
All right. Take it away, Joycey J.
Okay. So
wait, wait. Hold on. So, and Josh, you taking the time for Joycey?
Sure.
Okay.
7 minutes. It's 8:10 right now.
All right.
Okay. So y'all know me. I gotta have notes and stuff. So I am better to speak from just the gamer perspective. I don't play systems. I play games. So my thing is, for me, what constitutes a successful gaming platform are the games themselves, the game libraries themselves. People might remember certain quirks and things about, all of Nintendo systems, but what we really care about are the games. Nobody bought a Switch 2 just to look good on your coffee table, right? So, am I still impressed with the system? Yeah, I am. As somebody, and you guys know I say this like every week, I don't care about graphics. I don't care about frame rate. And as long as the game, I can see it and it's playable, then I'm fine. I'm happy. I don't need a whole bunch of extra. But of course, I've been loving Mario Kart World a lot. I play a Pokemon fan a lot, and a couple other people that are hanging out in here, Vinny. So I love that aspect. But then here's the other thing. As I say, I don't care about graphics. I had to just see how some of my favorite games kind of moved. One of them being Bayonetta 2.
Mhm.
I haven't tested Bayonetta 1 because I'm stuck in a spot and I'm kind of angry about it, so I haven't gone back to that one. But Bayonetta 2, which uses way more of the color palette. And I always thought the game looked great. It looked fine, you know? And then I popped it on my Switch too. Oh, it looks gorgeous. Colors pop so hard. And while I say I don't notice frame rate, but it is noticeably more smoother. I just didn't notice the roughness on the original Switch. So colors pop, the movements are smoother and everything. And I'm like, wow, this game really is as beautiful as I thought it was. So there's that. Y'all know I'm Zelda's mama, you know, I'm like fancy and everything. So I'm big on Zelda, but I do understand that everything just can't be catered to me year one, especially when I have a huge light gaming library of things that I haven't even gotten to yet. So I'm okay that the initial lineup wasn't for me. I don't dislike Mario Kart. It's just not my fave. Y'all know I'm a Splatoon girly. So I bought the system because I did want to see what Mario Kart World, you know, did and how it worked and everything. But also I bought it because I am anticipating that this is probably going to end up being my one of my favorite systems. Let me put it like that. SNES, my Wii, Switch, and hopefully Switch 2 as well. So and I'm looking forward to hopefully special editions, not just you put a picture on the box and yay, it's a bundle. No, I want actual systems. I know we probably won't hear more about that till about maybe like late year 2, late year 3, that sort of thing. But yeah, I want a Zelda Nintendo Switch 2 special edition. I'm sure my Animal Crossing fans, y'all want an Animal Crossing Switch 2 edition, and all the bigger, you know, the big titles that we all love. We want a Mario one too. I think the Mario one for Switch 1 came out like way too late. In my opinion, it should have come out when Odyssey came out, but I digress. So I'm looking forward to that. But the biggest thing I'm looking forward to is more games. I know we got to get into it later, but I am hoping for a direct. So I think that more games that appeal to Joycey are going to be at that direct. But so far, I'm very excited. I'm very happy with the system. My battery life doesn't run out that easy. So I don't know if I got one of the ones on top or whatever the case is, because when I do play in tabletop mode, which is rare, and I play with my pro controller, so that could be it. I can probably get a good 2.5, almost 3 hours for Mario Kart World. So there's that. But I also leave it docked most of the time, and I don't have it docked to the full power. It stops like at 86% or so, because I leave it docked so much. So when I take it off the dock, it's starting off at like that 86%. So getting about almost like, you know, 2.5 hours on Mario Kart, that's pretty good. So I finished in enough time. I have 2 minutes to spare.
What's your score?
Huh?
What's your review score? Out of
I can't give it one yet, and I'm gonna tell you why. Ask me that in 8 years, maybe.
Well, up to this point, I need a review score up to this point, like overall, because it can change. Yeah, it can change.
But I judge it based off of games, so I can only judge it based on the games we have so far, and the games we have so far are amazing, but they're not enough to keep everyone in the fan base happy.
That is
so
very
as of this moment. Okay, let me put it like this. The whole experience, which includes the game, the system, everything, I'm going to give it a 7. The system by itself and what it does and can do, I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's very, very fair.
Yeah. So that's it.
Thank you, Joycey. That's awesome. Good job. Sure. All right, Josh, your turn. And then Joycey, you can do the timer.
You can time me, yeah, because we know I like to talk.
We all do.
This has been, I would say, like, it feels like a much more mature launch, and I think you guys kind of said the same thing, right? We're seeing healthy Nintendo. And sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes it's a bad thing. History has shown when they are at the top, they will do some things to stay at the top that are a little questionable, right? And but they're moving everything into a modern era, to at least dipping their toes into the modern era. They're not fully there, right? But they're dipping their toes. What this system has done for me, because of this system, I have upgraded my television to an LG C4 so that I could get the most out of the system. Right?
Will it blow up?
What? That's good. Yeah, nice. Well played. And it looks amazing. What it did is it has me playing in the living room. We were fortunate enough, both the girlfriend and I both got consoles, so her dock is in the living room, mine is in my office, so it's nice just to walk from my office, throw it on the dock in the living room, and then just start playing there, right?
Awesome.
And so and then starting to before the show started, I was watching a video on how to really understand HDR, right? And I used to be really up on this stuff, but during the Switch's life cycle, all that stuff. So it's got me really trying to dig deeper into understanding the latest tech and get back up to date with the way all this stuff is working. And I kind of love that we're seeing I always wanted to see ray tracing, whatever it was, lights glistening off of the carts in Mario Kart, that kind of stuff. That's where my heart is at. And I've got the game just running, the menu screen is just running right now. And it's a night scene and you can see all the different reflections coming off the pipe frame. That kind of stuff just makes me super happy, right? I love that. The console feels amazing. It doesn't feel like a toy at all. It feels like a solid piece of tech. And I mean, I'm one of the fortunate ones that got to literally grow up with I was 4 years old when the NES came out and got one by the time I was probably 6, and got the Super Nintendo probably either the same year it came out or the year after. And so this, what really hit me about this system is that it feels very much like the launch from the NES to the Super Nintendo. And I'm 100% here for it. Yeah, we don't have Super Mario World, but we have Mario Kart, which originated on the Super Nintendo.
Yep.
We have Street Fighter, which is where my love for Street Fighter between the arcade and the Super Nintendo is where that all started. We have an RPG first-person shooter with Cyberpunk, and granted, it's not a brand new game. It's an older game, but I was immediately pulled into that. CD Projekt Red is a very, very impressive studio, and that game, of course, had its issues on the way, or at its start, but it fixed itself over time. And you've got RPGs if you want, you've got racing, you've got fighting games. Like Paul said, Tony Hawk came out. The wrestling game that came out is getting 8 out of 10. I didn't check the Metacritic, but the new wrestling game that just hit is
WWE.
Yeah, it's buttery smooth, I guess. You got to watch out for the microtransactions and all that stuff. And then you get the pacing of hey, just have some fun with Mario Kart, and then Donkey Kong. I couldn't put Donkey Kong down. Donkey Kong, honestly, because it's in the launch window, it actually pushed like my overall review, overall score for the Switch 2 even higher because I already couldn't put Mario Kart down because I'm a junkie and I love trying to get those time trials just dialed in and shaving those milliseconds off and hundredths of a second here and there. I love that stuff. It just makes me happy. So I couldn't put Donkey Kong down. I couldn't put it down. I felt like a kid again, which is what, why we game, right? It's a beautiful escape, and they've let us do that. And so overall, my score for the launch, I'll give it a 8.5 out of 10.
Good score. All right, good job. Thank you for sharing.
How'd I do time wise? Did I go way over?
No, you are actually a minute under. You have another minute if you want to go.
I'm good.
Good.
I like what everybody said though, and I agree with it's a more mature system. I think this is probably one of the times I can honestly say that I think I can see Nintendo trying to get all of us. Like, oh, you have kids, we have Mario Kart World. Oh, you have adults, we have Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I do like. I think they did Mario Kart World at launch instead of Donkey Kong or instead of a huge Zelda or anything, because they wanted to kind of ensure that people would buy it. Oh, Paul, I don't really want to buy the Switch 2. And he's like, well, we could play online together. Don't you want to play Mario Kart World with me? Okay, I'll get a Switch 2. I know it's not that simple, but you know what I mean. So
yeah,
we're only a couple months in. It's about to be a banger going forward.
Who's taking my time?
I will.
Okay.
You are at 8:24 right now.
All right. So my thoughts on Nintendo Switch 2. All right. So basically, in order to do a fair comparison, I have to compare it to the previous version, OLED, right? Because that's how we see improvements from the OLED to the Switch 2. And so, yeah, they went from 12 gigabytes of RAM from 4 to 12, which is, of course, that's why everything is running buttery smooth. There's so many things at the same time that could run too, like Josh was talking about when looking at Mario Kart, seeing all the things in the background just going on while things are still going on in front of you, which is cool. Of course, the graphics look good. The bigger screen on the 7.9 8-inch screen, LCD screen, bigger than the previous one. So personally, for me, that was a big thing when I first experienced it at the Switch 2 experience. That really caught me by surprise, because if you guys know, disability, couldn't play in handheld mode that much or even at all. I was able to play Mario Kart. So far, Mario Kart is the only game I can play well in handheld mode. The rest are kind of small. Donkey Kong is kind of even smaller because the world is so big. But the bigger screen is an overall improvement on it. HDR, which makes the difference, because if it were just LCD, forget it. It would have been bad. HDR with the LCD combined gives it at least that crisp. The colors a little bit not as good as OLED, but still good enough. We have a bigger storage from 64 to 256, which is awesome. But still, like Paul mentioned, you're gonna need like one full terabyte in order to enjoy all the games that are coming, because hey, third-party support is on its way and even better than ever. So internal storage having 256 is a good addition, right? To me, the biggest deal with the Joy-Cons, the size itself, the haptic feedback from them, how much more premium they are than the regular Joy-Cons, which now I can say feel like toys, right? You can hold a Joy-Con from Switch 1 and hold a Joy-Con from Switch 2. You can tell the premium of both controllers, of one over the other. The other one feels a little bit like a toy. The other one, the Joy-Con 2s feel incredible. What else we have? Game chat is awesome. I already experienced game chat. It's pretty cool. It's awesome that the controller, the system could be all the way over there, and you like at least 5 to 10 feet away, you can still do game chat and hear the person. They can hear you fine, which is crazy. Nintendo just worked some magic on that thing. I still haven't experienced the camera yet, although I do have cameras here. We have not played with them yet. with that, right? With all of the coolness, the games, Mario Kart was awesome. Donkey Kong Bonanza, incredible. Still playing the game. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10. I would say a low 7, almost 6.5 out of 10. Why do I say this? Launch strategy was all over the place. The price point was all over the place. They were a little. It was a little bit dramatic for me at the beginning of the system. It wasn't. I mean, it was exciting to see it revealed, but all of the stuff that had went on with the pricing and everything just kind of, it was up there. I think the price is a little still up there. The games are a little expensive now. You know what I mean? I know that there is inflation or whatever, but you have to understand not everybody has caught up with inflation yet. There's still states that are getting paid prior, the same exact wages as prior to inflation. So across the board, speaking in a general sense, games are a little higher than they were before, right? So $80 for Mario Kart, I still think is too much. Donkey Kong Bonanza is now 70, so it looks like the Mario game is going to be 70, and so it looks like 70 will be the main price point for those big titles. Nintendo Switch 2 big titles, $70 games. Like other games, there might be the tiers with $50, $40. I mean, look at Drag X Drive. That game is $20, and it's a good game. It's a really good game, and it's coming out soon, right? So I love the tiers, but I still feel Nintendo has not given us the fullness of the system. Like Joyce said, it's kind of too soon for me to give it a full 10 on the system, right? Especially when Donkey Kong itself brought it up. That brought it up like crazy. Mario Kart brought it up, but I feel like Nintendo is still holding back a little bit, right? The OLED screen was a downgrade, although the screen is beautiful, bigger, brighter, but OLED's still better. That has to be fairly scored along with everything else. Let me see here. Yeah, the price point $450 from $350 for OLED to $450. I would have loved to see $399 instead of the $450, and then bring it up to $500 with the game. Which is it's pretty steep. I'm not gonna lie about that. What else? The UI is nice. I would have loved to see some more integration with at least music, right? They have the app, they have the music, they have music on here, right? So it would have been great to also have music on your system, because have this app also on the system so you can listen to music while you play. What if you want to lower the music from the game and then have music from the Apple Music, from the Nintendo Music, and listen to any game music you want while you play your game, right? I believe there could have been also themes, right? More integration into the system. Be more Nintendo, be more fun. I like the Wii, the Wii U, all that stuff, the Miiverse, all that stuff that Nintendo has been missing. I miss it, right? And so as amazing as the Nintendo Switch 2 is, and it'll continue to improve, my score is based on I want to see Nintendo be more Nintendo, like they were before. When it comes to the quirkiness and like you turn on the Nintendo Switch, the Wii U and the Wii, and you felt happy, right? You felt like, oh wow, like the little tune came up, whatever. You saw the little Mii's running around and stuff. So I still there's more to improve. So for now, 7. I'll say a low 7. I'm not gonna give a 6. I'll say low 7 out of 10.
That's fair. You're at time, but if you want to keep going,
no, I'm good.
Okay. I was gonna also say I understand why things are the way they are in a way, and I'm not debating you, Mike, because you're not wrong. I'm just saying another side of that could be during the Iwata year. That was during the Iwata years.
Yeah, Iwata.
We all miss Iwata, of course.
Deeply.
But The thing is, though, to be fair, and I know Switch was Iwata's baby. It was his idea and everything.
Mhm.
But where was all the Iwata love, like when the Wii U was out there and struggling?
It's always like that.
That's all I'm saying. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Nintendo didn't do anything to earn the mistrust at the time of us.
Yeah.
But people say, I miss this, I miss that. And I do too, because I would like a more personable Nintendo. But I think
research. I'm
don't
sorry.
research what?
Oh, I was saying, don't research Gunpei Yokoi.
All right, let me go ahead and highlight really quickly here. Super chat, $2 super chat here by TARDIS 76. Animal Crossing teaser next week. Yes, yes. Then we have a new member. Aaron Rath. Is it to? I don't know where this is from. Is this from to the Odyssey?
Aaron Rath.
It doesn't tell me on my end where the member is added to. So you guys will let me know if it's on either Paul Gill Network or is it on.
It's you, I believe. It would have a little chain on our end, I think. So you're good. It's you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyway, welcome to the Odyssey.
Oh, Boo Mini
did gift. I have right here. I'm not looking at it. It's crazy. So
Boo Mini gifted on my channel and on your channel and on your channel again.
Yeah. Aaron Rath, welcome to the Odyssey. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Taurus, for the super chat. We got Boo Mini gifted to Paul Gill Network. 1 gifted membership. Thank you, Boo Mini, for your support. To Paul to the Guild Network Force Countdown Guy channel. And then we also have here another gifted membership here from Boo Mini to the Odyssey. Thank you, Sue Boo. Boo, you know what? We need to make some space here for another podcast co-host. Bringing Boo Mini in as a full-time, especially for this one right here. Gifted 5 members to the Odyssey. Thank you so much, Boo.
Thank you, Boo.
You have no clue how much that means to me at this particular moment in time. So I appreciate you more than you know, and thank you for that. Then we have a new member. TARDIS 76 has joined the Odyssey. Thank you so much for your support, and I appreciate you more than you know. If you guys have any questions that you want to join with those memberships, just write them down, and then Joycey will highlight them, and we'll answer them right away with those membership membership thingies
during the Q&A section, right?
No, I mean, if you have any questions they want to add alongside with the memberships that they purchased, like the gifted.
Oh, like use their membership chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when you give membership, it's like a super chat too, so they can ask the questions if you want. We can highlight it right now.
All right.
I also cut Joycey off with the Gunpei Yokoi. So if there was a finish, you were talking about
Iwata. You can't cut off an old lady.
I
don't remember none. Oh yeah,
the Wii U, Iwata.
Oh yeah. So my beef is I think the reason that we probably don't have those things is not because Iwata is no longer with us, but because enough of us didn't show up during that era. I'm not saying that that's anybody's fault. So this is not shade. I don't have the fan out. So this is not shade. Yeah. And it's not really, it's a little bit of shade towards Nintendo. But I think part of the reason, because I don't think they were listening to us at that time, I think part of the reason that the Wii U era didn't do as well, or the Iwata years didn't do as well, is because, again, we didn't show up. So now they're like, okay, the customer wants something different, so we're going to change up our strategy. So I think that's why we kind of have a very mature system, but it's also kind of cold and not personable. Shout out to Cryptic. Thank you for your super chat.
I'll let Josh read that one. Go ahead, Josh, read it.
So what's funny is it's getting to be panty party season around my streams because the chat always helps me get to PAX West, and that's coming up. So it's a game on the Switch, if anybody's wondering. We're not just randomly talking about panty parties here. But Cryptic says, I give Switch 2 a 9.0 panty parties out of 10. Josh knows what's up. Yes. Mario Kart is fun. DK is amazing. Can't wait for Metroid release date.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Thank you, Cryptic. We appreciate you.
So you all don't randomly just talk about panty parties at your streams?
Probably do.
No, they.
Why not?
Probably has like little emojis for his members with little panty parties coming up.
What?
Yeah, you should do that because I thought Panty Party was like a normal thing and they made a game out of it.
So
Moving on.
I literally have on my Switch 2, I have N64 Josh.
Yeah.
And I have N64 Troll, and that's owned by the community. And they purchase games on there that I have to download. So Mom Simulator 2024, like Gangster Simulator,
Mom Simulator,
Get Out of or Prison Simulator, Gangster Life 2024. Like it's it's a crazy name. That's the kind of stuff they're like, oh, this was a penny on the eShop. Let's have him play that.
Please send me the gangster one. I have to see it.
There's multiple that they come out every year. I'm like, how is this a real thing?
It's kind of like, what game was that? Big Rigs.
Yep.
I think that was like famously like broken. Had no grammar or anything checked. It was like the game is literally broken, and they sold it that way, and people enjoyed it. Broken.
The one really worth mentioning is called Room in the Night Sky. It was one of the first indies to hit the Switch One.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want it. I want to.
And they still make me play it. And I'm probably further in that game than the person that made it ever got. Honestly, because like I have to play it for hours at a time, and it's like Sailor Moon on a bike that like has other like bike witches talking trash to you. What I don't even know. It's crazy.
Yeah, I am cool.
Hi, Peach. Hi, Peach.
All right. So, topic number two. It's time to jump over to over the fence to talk about because if this turns out to be true, my friends, this means that this is the last podcast before the Nintendo Direct. And so by the next Nintendo podcast, we would have gotten a whole bunch of announcements. So this is where we're talking about the rumored Nintendo Direct, okay, what we know and the speculation. All right, so the rumors are swirling about Nintendo Direct in late July. I already put a prediction post on X that people thought it was
that.
I saw that and I was like, what?
I'm sorry, I made it look too real. My bad. I was having a little too much fun with it. I put a prediction post on when it's gonna be Wednesday the 30th of next week. And so following Donkey Kong's Bonanza launch, let's explore what we know from recent. I did a whole bunch of digging here. And so right now, according to Nate the Hate, okay, or Nate Drake, he claims that a Direct is happening in late July. Well, it can't be any more later than next week because that's the last week of July. Before Nintendo's earnings report, which is August 1st. That's Paul Gill's season there. That's when Paul's gonna shine there. That's his Christmas.
Favorite time of the year.
Yeah. It's the most wonderful time. All right.
Numbers.
So no exact date or formal as confirmed, but I'm confirming that's going to be next Wednesday. Likely to focus on upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 exclusives, like another highlight maybe on Pokemon Legends EA, although we got already Pokemon Present, but maybe they might even show the trailer again. For October, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, right? Which still has no date whatsoever. There's that rumor out there that the game is not done yet, which I don't believe, because today we got another announcement that the game has been rated. I think it was Brazil, right? Was it Brazil? Was it in Brazil?
Yes, Age of Imprisonment was rated in Brazil. I didn't look up what the rating was though.
Okay, that's Age of Imprisonment. But Metroid Prime 4 was also rated in some other country. Also today, Korea. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. So yesterday we got that apparent leaker insider, because everybody's insider now. Giving Metroid Prime 4 is delayed because they can't finish the game. Like, that game is done, and so we would have not played it at the experience if they thought that the game wasn't ready for this year. So Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, third-party publishers are holding back announcements for games like Final Fantasy Remake, Elden Ring, Borderlands 4, possibly the Direct, to avoid early hype burnout. So that was according to Nate the Hate. You know, there's a lot of developers that are actually waiting for a Nintendo Direct to announce and drop these games. Today in the news, we also got Microsoft jumping in with a whole bunch of games that they're going to be bringing outside of Microsoft for the very first time over the PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch 2. And so that is just a little recap of what's been going on in the past week, I would say, with this Nintendo Direct apparently next week. So with that, there's 3 questions I want to go ahead and ask the crew. All right. What do you think will be the focus on for this Direct in particular? Okay. When it comes to first party and third party games, how far do you think they'll go? What third party games do you think will make it there? First question is about games. Okay, so how what will be the main focus there? Because sometimes, yeah, they have one Metroid Prime 4, Kirby Air Riders, no release date. You know, the games that have been announced, give them a release date, and that's it. Maybe they don't go beyond that, right? Or maybe they'll announce something that we have not heard of for next year, right? Do you think that's a question there? Will they go past what they've announced, or what will we get what we got with Pokemon Presents, which is what they announced already, just giving dates and a bunch of stuff. And of course, third-party support. Who will we see there? Let's go ahead and start with that. Paul, what do you think? Will they go past what they've already announced just to fill in the dates, or will they surprise us with something new? And what third-party support do you foresee coming there in this Direct?
Yeah, I think that they will go into some 2026 because Rhythm Heaven is a Nintendo game that's slated for 2026 on Nintendo Switch, which will be playable on Nintendo Switch 2, but that doesn't have a date yet.
Mm-hmm.
Deca Police is, I think, 2026, which is third party, but that was announced a long time ago, so it could use a new date.
Mm-hmm.
The Dusk Bloods is a 2026 title, so I think a more proper gameplay trailer could be shown potentially with a date, or at least a month or a quarter. A quarter wouldn't be bad. And that's, I mean, for all we know, we're looking at like early spring for Rhythm Heaven, because I don't think that it has a date yet, if I'm not mistaken. So I think Nintendo could show things up until like that March 31st time. Nothing too big, but you know, maybe a September one would show off the bigger one, but something through spring, which surpasses or goes beyond, you know, Splatoon Raiders, which goes beyond Age of Imprisonment. Speaking of Splatoon Raiders, when does that come out? Is it 2025 or 2026? I think we'll find out at this July Direct.
One second, Paul. 1 second. What is this?
Yeah.
Boo!
W's in the chat.
Boo Mini.
That's 17 tonight from Boo Mini total.
What is going on? My God. Seriously.
Huge support.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. Appreciate you, Boo, for the I don't even want to call it. What do you call this? Memberships. I appreciate you.
Gifted memberships. I'm not used to this kind of support, guys. So you have to excuse me if I get emotional at all, because I'm used to it. But I appreciate you, Boo Mini. You are amazing again. DM me. You're gonna be part of the podcast. you have to be an honorary member one day. But I appreciate you, Boo Mini, for your support. That's 16 memberships for today, and that's, I don't know what to say. I'm gonna keep that until while Paul finishes his part. So go ahead, Paul. Sorry to interrupt.
That was awesome support. Release date for Splatoon Raiders, confirmation. What year is it coming out? Release date for Metroid Prime 4. Give us that. November 18th, 2025. Let's go. Like we need to see that. And then Kirby Air Riders, actual gameplay footage, release date of that. Age of Imprisonment, some gameplay footage with the HUD in effect and all that kind of stuff. Release date. probably some NSO type of thing, GameCube, maybe a new 99 game. If they're not ready to show off the next big new Mario, it would be pretty fitting to have, a little tease or some type of Mario thing. My whole wishful thinking thing is Super Mario Galaxy 2 remastered. If you're going to give us Metroid Prime 4 release date, I mean, I think most of us, it's logical to think you do have Metroid Prime 2 and 3 available, but you're starting to get into crowded market territory where, if Metroid is a November game, do you release Metroid Prime 2 and 3 in July and August back to back, or in August and September back to back? Thus, both of them not really maximizing their sales because they're kind of close to one another. And does that work in favor of building up hype for Metroid Prime 4, or people saying, I spent a lot of money on Metroid, I got my Metroid fix for now, if they're new, I'm not going to buy Metroid Prime 4 right away, I'm going to buy what else is out there. Or, gosh, now I'm so hyped up on Metroid, I'm going to buy Metroid Prime 4. I'm going to go from 2 to 3 into 4. Yeah, lots of different types of people out there, different types of psychology. Nintendo and all of these developers and publishers do their research to see what is the lesser of two evils, what is the more likely one to succeed, because there is no one guaranteed route of success. But I think next week is the week. I mean, we've had several people hear about it, from beat 'em ups Wood to Nate the Hate, and some others have popped up. Of course, if Wood's overall information is correct, then Animal Crossing, that's the big one in this Nintendo Direct. I don't want to say it's too early or too late for an Animal Crossing, but hey, if they show it off now, that could be the spring game of 2026, which would be very fitting, as Animal Crossing was that March release back in 2020. So even though it's not a COVID scenario, hopefully not, right, in 2026, it does bring people back to spring, March, pre-Mother's Day. And sometimes companies like to capitalize on the success of a past time frame for new things because it correlates with what people did. I played this around Christmas. I played this around summer vibe. So sometimes you'll get sequels that pop up in a similar time nature because it brings people back into a more likelihood time of spending, because they're associated that with that time of year and stuff. There's a lot to it. Anyways, that was a lot of rambling. I don't even know if I answered the basic question, but yes,
you did.
I see third-party support popping up. I see first-party support, and I see things going into spring, and maybe even a one random in development now. And you just give me Star Fox, and I don't even care if it's a logo. I don't care if it's one R-Wing flying by saying 2027. Man, I don't care. You give me Star Fox with that logo treatment that you gave Metroid Prime 4 back in 2017 E3, and as long as the game doesn't get canceled, just me knowing that a new Star Fox is in development is enough to get me saying that's my satisfaction, to one more thing to help keep me going in life for the next few years. Star Fox existing eventually.
I love it, and I agree with the Animal Crossing, because there's one thing that Animal Crossing did, Paul, is get people through a hard time, right? They create that moment of safety, of comfort, of distraction, and I think that because of it, it created lifetime fans, not just fans through a moment. It created fans for life, and so Nintendo's just following through with what worked. The sales, right? It happened. And so Mario Kart was the highest selling game. That was a launch title, right? Animal Crossing is the second highest game on Nintendo Switch. Year 2. It makes sense. Year 2, right? And so on like that. So Nintendo's just kind of positioning themselves for a push in systems. Why did they bundle Pokemon with the Switch 2? Because the Pokemon is a system seller. You know what I mean? And so I don't know if it's going to be a system seller as much if Pokemon were exclusive, but I know Animal Crossing will be an exclusive. for Switch 2. And Pokemon Legend Arizona is not an exclusive. It is for Switch 1 and Switch 2. And so, yeah, I agree. Joycey, what do you think? Will Nintendo just focus on what they announced, or do you think there's extra? And what do you think? What third party will show up in this upcoming Nintendo Direct?
Okay, lots to actually unpack here. So I think when it comes, this has been the usual or what to expect kind of format of the Direct. I think things that have been announced will hit the sizzle reel. Things that have already been announced. There might be certain things that they might spend like a minute on. But usually Nintendo has those things that we already know about, and they always have surprises. So the surprises are what excite me, because I'm excited for the Dust Bloods. I know it's multiplayer, and some people aren't excited about that, but I am. I'm just really curious to see what it's like. I believe Elden Ring. Do we have a date for Elden Ring yet?
Not yet.
Don't believe so.
Okay, but it's coming. I'm excited for that. And then of course there's all the Pokemon and all the games we do know about. So what I want to kind of look at are the games we possibly don't know about, like Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing, I was just as you were saying that, Mike, like, well, people have said it's too soon for Animal Crossing, and I thought the same thing until I was like, wait a minute, it's been 5 years, almost 6.
Mm-hmm.
It could be time for a new Animal Crossing. I'm trying to think of the space we're going into, if they want to release that sometime in 2026, or if it's a little bit of a ways off. Mm-hmm. Other things I'm excited about, and I'm just kind of going with what I'm guessing certain surprises might be, because this is what I'm looking forward to. I think we have enough Zelda for the year, not because it's enough for me, but because I just think there's just enough to keep us tied over until 2026. I really think that I'm really hoping, and I really think that we're going to get a glimpse at probably Mario, the 3D Mario. At least that's what I'm really hoping.
Next week?
I'm hoping we get a teaser trailer, something. Because the movie comes out next year, right?
Less than a year.
Yeah.
Less than a year away.
What better time to tease this? You know what I mean? So that's one of my maybe one more things. And pause for a moment, because we got to shout out my parasocial husband, Vinny. Thank you so much for the 20. And he says, to clarify the MP4 Metroid Prime 4 rumor, the originator, Reese Riley, clarified that his statement was not implying delay, but simply that it was not 100% finished, but still likely releasing this year. He says it is in the final stretch. And that is a true statement. It was in one of his responses to one of the articles that had a little bit more of a I don't want to say bad things, but like more of a misleading title. Like basically saying that Metroid Prime 4 was nowhere near finished and was missing all these milestones. And Reese Riley, he was one of the people I think that responded like, no, we're fine. We're actually fine.
Yeah. So when it says it's in the final stretch, it means maybe testing, like the game is actually done, but there may be like product that they're testing it, because that's the final thing they do. They go through testers to make sure that they get all the bugs and all the stuff out to then update. But then a game that to not be done this close to, Nintendo's been like, what happened to Tears of the Kingdom? Nintendo finished that game a year before it launched, right? A year before it launched. They wanted to make sure that all of the kinks were out before it launched. Do you think Nintendo? So knowing that was a strategy that they used, even for Mario Wonder. Mario Wonder was done like a year before that, because they just took their time and the game was already done. They wanted to make sure games are fully done before they even talk about them in that now, because the first thing with Metroid Prime 4. Do you think this rumor has any weight with that information?
The MP4 rumor, or
the fact that it's in the final stretch, like so close to release.
Well, since it's already been rated, It was already rated, so that means they're just about finished. I'm guessing they're probably putting some more rocks in place, painting a couple corners, that last minute stuff.
Adding a little more Metroids.
Seriously, right? And I think, and also, I know how the Pokemon fan base feels about Pokemon, but I will say when it comes to Nintendo's games that they can kind of control, they don't like stuff going out broken, things missing, or anything like that. So I think they're just putting more polish on it. So they probably just don't have an exact date yet. But I have no fear. That was actually my next thing I wanted to talk about. Was I think that we are going to see Metroid Prime 4 as well at the Direct. I don't think that's going to be the big surprise. I think everybody's kind of expecting Metroid Prime 4. They kind of sucked all the surprise out of us last gen when we all were expecting MP4 at every single Direct. So there's that. I know I said I think we have enough Zelda, and I do think we do. But I think when we're talking about holiday and trying to really secure some sales, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a remake. I'm not saying it's Ocarina of Time. I'm just saying, I just want to point out, we've all been so focused on Ocarina of Time. Has anybody, I only realized like the other day, like my little best friend, she was like, hey, I want to get into Zelda. What game should I play? And I was talking about Twilight Princess, and I was like, wait a minute, where is Twilight Princess easily available right now? Unless you have a Wii U, right? So I'm like, we've all been talking about Ocarina of Time. Where's Twilight Princess? Is that the Zelda thing that's going to keep us, that's going to surprise us?
Is the only game nobody right now.
That's the only game that we don't have easy access. Okay, excuse me. One of the bigger games that we don't have easy access to.
Yeah, right.
Unless you have a Wii U.
All games right now for Zelda you can play on Nintendo Switch except for Twilight Princess.
You can play just about everything on your Switch too. I know there's a couple.
Not the DS games and 3DS games.
That's right. There's a couple of them, like
Spirit Tracks, Phantom Hourglass, and Link Between Worlds.
And Triforce Heroes.
If you count that, I kind of.
We pretend we don't talk about Triforce Heroes. We know it's part of the
Metroid Prime Federation Force. Do we count it?
GameCube.
Now I want to play.
It's not that we hate those games, because I don't, but and we'll just leave it at that. Okay. So now, as far as third party is concerned, I have not been keeping up, I will admit. And again, that's no shade to anyone else. It's just that I kind of, if it's not a game that's probably in a Direct, it doesn't always stick with me. And that's not a bad thing. But now my big whopper of my big whopper was Rebirth actually announced for Switch 2.
Rebirth. What's Rebirth?
Final Fantasy.
Who was born again?
Remake was announced, and that the Final Fantasy VII remake games would be.
Oh, Rebirth, Final Fantasy. Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, the first one.
What did I say? I meant to say Final Fantasy. And yes, guys, it is 90 degrees in Texas and halfway in my apartment. Sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying, Mike? I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying like, because I couldn't make the connection with Rebirth. Final Fantasy Rebirth is like the second part for remake. Yeah, you're right.
So I would because I would like that to be kind of one of the one more thing. Well, it's not going to be a one more thing, but one of the good bombs dropped. Is we see Final Fantasy actually running on the Switch 2, and it's like, yeah, and it's totally available this year. That'd be nice. Just saying. So I'm kind of rooting a little bit for a couple of impossibilities, because I think there might be a little too early, but still they're possibilities. So that's kind of, because I know that Ocarina of Time is like the remake is kind of the big one we're talking about, but I'm like, but the one that we're not talking about is the one that could probably surprise us all. So that's my thought process.
That makes sense.
I'd love a Switch 2 Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess remade from the ground up. Wii U tech demo. Oh yes, Nintendo, you can do it. I believe in you.
All right, Josh, what do you think? the question was this 2 questions in one. Do you think they are going to stick to what they've announced already, just filling the dates, or go beyond that with first party? And then what third party games do you think will show up?
I do think a lot of dates for what we know will be announced, no question there. And my gut feeling, it all kind of hinges on what happens in September. If they go first party heavy, it makes me think like the year of Mario that we're all kind of expecting, maybe a little bit like lesser than the 35th anniversary of Mario. If they go third party heavy and then dates, then I think September is wide open for just a straight up Mario Direct, and we get a lot of stuff there. So if we don't see any kind of like Mario stuff this time around, that's a pretty clear indicator for me that's why. So that it all kind of just hinges, right?
Yeah.
Xbox, Microsoft, Activision, other than Tony Hawk, like we don't really know anything. Is Gears of War is getting a remake? Like, is it coming to Switch 2? There was an announcement recently that they said they've got more stuff coming, and Switch 2 is on the list. So there's a lot there, but I mean, it's I think the hardest thing for Nintendo fans right now is if you went through year 1 of Switch 1 and year 2 of Switch 2, you're like, okay, where's all the first party? And they're like, pump the brakes, guys. Like we don't have to be the only ones feeding you. There's plenty of other games out there. So like they're gonna do their best to promote them. And the fact that we're seeing, like wrestling review well, that's a big deal. Like that's a really big deal. Tony Hawk doing well, Street Fighter running well. Like there's third parties have a home here. They have a home, and I think that's I think that's a really, really, really good thing. And we're gonna but Nintendo fans have to be ready for that. And Nintendo fans don't like that. Like traditionally, Nintendo fans like first party Nintendo games. And so it's gonna be an interesting like balancing act of what we're gonna see. I like what Paul said, maybe another 99 game of some kind. I hope there is some NSO love. I hope there's something new and at least one more big surprise for this year, especially for the holiday, right? Like we're getting down there in months left in the year, so it may or may not happen, but I would love at least one big surprise for the holiday.
Okay.
And I hope that happens. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, you're right. We're over the hump already because it's July, the end of July. So we're kind of now climbing toward we're going down the hill towards the fall season and then the winter season pretty soon. Let's see here. We have a super chat. You want to read that, Joycey?
She bounced out.
Oh, she bounced out. You want to get that?
Yeah, I got you. It's from Joey Pitts, and it says, "How will Madden do? Will it be on par with others?"
Interesting.
I think so. I'm very, very, very confident in Madden. The fact that like WWE is reviewing well and it runs well. Like I don't think we have like Madden's not super like graphic intensive, right? Like it's got everything. The recipe's perfect for the Switch 2. So I'm that doesn't mean EA can't fumble it. but I do think there's that it's going to be fun. So because I'm excited. Like I would love to be, if you run into me at PAX and you want to get down for a quick game of Madden, let's do it. Tabletop mode right there in the convention center.
All right. I want to just one more time give a huge thank to Boot Mini for the 10 memberships. Also to Venny for the 20. I appreciate your support. We got Joey Pitts with the 199 as well. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone tonight for the super chats and for the support. To every member in the podcast, Paul, for Josh, and for myself. You guys have been amazing when it comes to the support, and we appreciate you more than you know, for real. Seriously. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my prediction for next week. First thing, it's gonna be on Wednesday. You heard it here first. I'm a leaker now. I'm an insider. I got inside information. It's come from inside my house because it comes from nowhere else. I don't know anybody else. So I'm gonna say Animal Crossing shows up at the end, becomes a big title for the end of the direct. I'm gonna jump on beat 'em up's back and say, hey, and Isabel will come up looking 4K-ish, 120 frames per second, moving very fast, and showing her 4K self, and just kind of tease an Animal Crossing game. Hopefully that game is bigger than before. Metroid Prime 4 will get a release date, of course. Kirby Air Rider, another release date, because those two games are 2025 each, so they both need release dates for this year. I'm going to go ahead and say Kirby Air Rider will be the September game. Okay, September game for Kirby Air Rider. August is next month. There's no game in August yet. There is. Yes, there is. There's two games for August. Drag X Drive, and what's the other one, Paul?
Is it Mario Party? Oh no, Kirby.
Yeah, the Kirby update.
Kirby is next month, which DLC is a mini sequel, even though it's DLC. And then this month is
there's two.
Mario.
Drag X Drive is a small one. Is a smaller one, and then on the 20-something, there's a bigger one, bigger title. I forgot what it was.
I'll pull up a list.
Yeah, is it Kirby? Is it Kirby? Fans are saying, chat saying it's Kirby. Drag X Drive and maybe Kirby. Yeah, Kirby. The second part of Kirby, which I think is the better of the DLCs, because it adds a new story to it and new gameplay. And so so September is a month that we have nothing on. So I'll put Kirby Air Riders for September. Metroid Prime 4, not October.
Daemon X Machina is September 5th.
That's pretty good sized.
Yeah, that's good too, and that's also that's a third party game, right?
It is, and it's not it's not exclusive though to Switch this time around.
Okay, so I'll say Kirby Air Riders for September. I'm gonna put Metroid Prime 4 November, because October is Pokemon all the way. I don't think Nintendo wants to pair those two together. And I think that's it for the year. To be honest, I think we're waiting for that one more game. I'm not sure if Nintendo's going to fill in December with the game, unless it's like a small party title. They might release another Nintendo Switch Sports 2 for the holiday season. That could be the big game for the holiday season, just like a little party game. But I think that they're going to keep what they have for this year, and then they're going to wow us for next year with the Animal Crossing announcement. We got Splatoon Raiders. I think Splatoon Raiders will be January 2026. That's why I'm putting that game. Splatoon Raiders starting off the year strong. Hyrule Warriors doesn't say 2025, right?
Winter. So that's
February.
Late this year, early next year. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that game in just lay it down there gently in February. It'll be a good February game to start the year.
No, that's a good tomorrow game.
Yeah. Tomorrow. Yeah, we wish. Tomorrow game, yeah. Hyrule Warriors. I think that's for first party games. I think that's what we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see because it was rumored Animal Crossing, Metroid Prime 4, Kirby Rise, whatever they announced already. Plus, I think the big new game surprise will be Animal Crossing. I'm done with that. I think Microsoft is gonna show up big. Microsoft is gonna hopefully give us some of their good IPs, bring them over here. Master Chief Halo collection, maybe the Master Collection. Hopefully, make it on Nintendo Switch. And a few of the other games. I'm gonna throw in a Banjo-Kazooie teaser there. Exclusive on Nintendo
Ooh.
Switch, temporary exclusive for Nintendo Switch, a brand new Banjo game. I was gonna say it.
Ooh.
That's it. I think there's no chance, but I'm gonna just will it. Just hopefully will it there. Hopefully they got inspired by Donkey Kong Bonanza, saw how well it's doing now, and they jump. Hey, we need a Banjo-Kazooie that could just kind of mimic this Donkey Kong Bonanza game and just go all out. Because I think that Banjo-Kazooie is a game that could kind of have the same exact feel as Donkey Kong Bonanza has now, a newer modern one. Ubisoft, I can't talk about Ubisoft because I'm a partner with them, so cannot go there.
Can you hint anything?
I heard that Nate the Hate said that Ubisoft was going to present some games. That I heard, but Nate said that. And we have also what else? Sega is also going to show up with some games. That's what Nate said. Nate the Hate. I'm going to jump over to NSO, and this is going to be interesting because I have not heard this one yet. Okay, you ready for this, Paul? Because this is going to go in line with what you were saying, but it's more of how should I put this? It's more of a help, like a solution to the what you were presenting, right? How can they present Metroid Prime 2 and 3 if without affecting Metroid Prime 4 and the hype of it, right? Well, they're not.
I know.
They're going to put Metroid Prime 2 on NSO on GameCube, and then they're gonna shadow drop. I would say shadow drop Metroid Prime 3 HD on the Switch too.
Wait a minute. Wait. Time out.
So,
you think
Metroid Prime 2 is going to be on NSO. Metroid Prime 3 is going to come in HD form, and it's only going to be digital on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2.
But then that breaks up the games, because we got the Metroid Prime 1 that was remade and sold at a very, very, very reasonable price. I feel like that would be weird if they just drop one of them on NSO and then they sell the third one.
Yeah, the third one is the third one because it's the closest to the Metroid Prime 4, right? It's like if you're gonna play if you got to pick any of the games to play before 4, you play 3. I'll pick 3, and I say HD because at least when it comes to the jump of I'm quality, maybe that one was the one that came on Wii, not on GameCube. Maybe looked a little better. So with HD, whatever, it can pop a little more, and so be closer to Metroid Prime Remaster, and that's a good way they could just say, instead of just launching Metroid Prime 2 and 3 and having people spend extra, people can just join NSO if they want to play Metroid Prime 2, and then play Metroid Prime 3 HD on Nintendo Switch digitally, So that's my NSO thing there. I think Pokemon Coliseum is gonna make an appearance there, and I think they're gonna talk about some waves, because they've been talking about waves ever since Mario Kart 8 Deluxe last year with the waves. They went with the waves, and so we have waves for everything now. So I want to say they're gonna be announcing a couple more games in waves for NSO GameCube, and show a little more games there, including other games in the line of Nintendo. Maybe Twilight Princess, right? Who knows, for NSO.
Ooh.
So
say it again.
Twilight Princess for NSO.
Ooh. Wait, y'all, hold on. Side quest real quick. Y'all remember in Lion King?
Oh yeah. Mufasa.
Mufasa. Say it again. Mufasa. Ooh.
Wave racing could be. Okay. Yeah. So waves. I think they're finally going to introduce. Hey, Mario Sunshine is coming to NSO finally, and all that stuff, right? So we're gonna get some cool games on NSO. Another thing that I think, the other thing, video games, I think we're gonna get a big surprise, and I think this is coming sooner than later because, well, they just announced the first 2 people for the Legend of Zelda live action, and so there are still 3 or 4 other actors they need to reveal before they start filming in November, and they need to release these names and give us a little update, because they have not yet given us an update in person of the live action movie of The Legend of Zelda. And I believe they do want to do that before everything blows up, because everything's gonna blow up. There could be a point where we're gonna be getting information all the time from Legend of Zelda, because once it starts filming, we're gonna have people taking pictures of the scene. We're gonna see in movies is not like video games. This is not a closed, this is not as closed as video games are, where you can't hear anything, things don't get out. In movies, things get out. Like I was watching the Superman movie. Paul knows this. When they announced Superman, we were following it. We saw pictures of the Superman in his suit before the movie came out. We saw pictures of Mr. Fantastic. We saw pictures of all the cast. So in movies, it is a thing that you get to see part of the set. You get to see people in costumes before it. A lot of the movie sites on YouTube are reporting it already, and so they want to get ahead of that. They don't want to be like the secondhand talk. So they might as well take some time in the Nintendo Direct and say, "Hey, guess what? I'm playing Ganon. Hey, guess what? I'm Impa. Hey, guess what? I'm Tingle or whatever.
I'm Bob.
Whomever, right? Whomever they choose to be in the movie, they are going to talk about it. And of course, the Mario movie, which is again less than a year away. I know Chris Pratt is returning. We know that what's his name? Chris Day, Louis Day, Charlie Day is returning also. Princess Peach. You guys know the name.
I forgot her name.
Anya Taylor-Joy, right? We know that this other guy, Donkey Kong, is returning. We know there's two characters that are going to be voiced for the first time. We need to see them, Wario and Waluigi. And so we need to see those characters. Who's going to voice those characters, right? And we'll find out. And it's called Super Mario World, right? The movie's called Super Mario World, which is going to be super awesome. We get to see the feather, we get to see the cape, all that stuff, right? So I feel like this Direct will also have a little bit of that. And that's the end of my predictions for the team.
Yo, like real quick though, like I'm so excited for those little sprinkle updates. So I do kind of hope a little bit of that is in the Direct, but I honestly, so Mike, you and y'all clip this. So Mike thinks we might get an update next week or whenever the next Direct is. I think it's coming a little bit later.
For the live action?
Y'all clip that. Huh? What'd you say?
For the live action?
Yes, for the movie. I think that it's coming. The little updates, like we would get for Mario and everything. I think it's coming a little bit later.
I don't know.
So it'll be interesting to see.
I already start with a good track record when it comes to the Legend of Zelda movie, right? I spoke about it in a podcast one day, and then the following week, we got a cast.
Let's see. Shout out to Boo Minnie.
Yeah,
do you want me to read it? Okay. Yeah. And this is a question for all of us. So, if Age of Imprisonment is the 2026 Zelda game, what will be the 2025 Zelda game? Go for it, Paul. Paul will answer. He has all the answers.
I think it's a little bit too tight of a window to expect two Zelda releases between October and March, because winter could only go until beginning of March 2026, and I don't think Age of Imprisonment is coming out in August or September, which means the earliest is October. So October through March, to hypothetically say Age of Imprisonment is March, and to have a big Zelda this November, it's not impossible. I mean, they could drop a Twilight Princess remake this November and then have Age of Imprisonment in March. I don't see it, but I would love it if that were the case. I think it's more likely that no, this October is Age of Imprisonment, but maybe we see a Zelda something, and that it is a title planned for 2026, which will be the Zelda's anniversary 40th year celebration. By the way, that might be the last thing I could talk about, just because I am going to have to leave in just a minute or so. So that's probably the last question I could answer. So I'm glad it was addressed to all.
That's why I picked you, because I know you got to go soon.
Thank
Family's
you.
home and stuff.
Yeah, and we're kind of done with the podcast. It's 1 hour and 30 minutes. So we're just this is basically.
I didn't get to go on my 45-minute Zelda rant.
Oh, you did it?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We need to have that rant.
Tune in next week. You leaving, Paul?
All right.
Right now?
Yeah, a little. I mean, you probably all only have 15 more minutes, but I gotta roll. So
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta keep
See
the
you, buddy.
man happy. Have a great weekend.
thank you. Bye,
Love
all.
you.
Take care.
All right. Find Paul Gale Network everywhere Paul Gale Network is found. So just Google Paul Gale Network. You find Paul Gale Network, and you'll probably see him counting down to something. Like, something is counting down. You probably see him counting down to something. Right now, he's leaving.
lighting something on fire.
Right now, he
I haven't
has to
been
go
counting. I haven't been
count down.
counting lately. My math skills are getting weak, you know.
Oh my God.
All right, Paul. Take care.
Bye.
Bye,
Take care,
Paul.
everybody. Bye-bye.
You want me to read this one, Mike?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Shout out to Tardis76. Thank you so much for your $2 super chat. Oh my.
What happened here?
Close. I am up close and personal. I was frightened for a moment there. Are you? He's basically asking you, Mike. Are you confident on the Animal Crossing teaser, and how so?
I am. I'm confident in it. First thing, Animal Crossing is one of my favorite games. I kind of play it almost every day, like comfort game. I believe beat 'em ups, right? Because he's not a leaker. He has nothing to lose. He literally has nothing to lose. The guy has almost 2 million subscribers, right? He's the biggest Nintendo YouTuber out there. This is the very first time in his entire YouTube career that he comes up with something that he's heard about a Nintendo Direct, where he doesn't really need that clout. He doesn't need it at all. So he just shared it in a podcast. He never brought it back again. And like, okay, that's it. You know, I'm like, wow, okay. I have to have some. It's the first time he did it, so I'm like, I kind of, you know. And then we had Nate the Hate, who also came and said, hey, yeah, there is a Direct coming at the end of July, and so I have to say, hey, okay, so there's two people talking about Nintendo Direct. One mentioned Animal Crossing and third-party developers. Nate also mentioned third-party developers in a big way. So yeah, I think I am 99.9% that we are going to see an Animal Crossing game next week. Would be awesome. I mean, not a game, a teaser, yeah.
I'll piggyback on it real quick and just say they have never stopped tweeting from Isabel's account, which is the only account that gets that kind of love.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. Isabel is awesome. She's awesome. She's the best.
Agreed.
Hold up. Let me do we have a all right, my friends. So we are now in the Q&A portion of the podcast. If you have your question, then go ahead and shoot the question and make sure there has a question mark in the question so that we can, question everything when you question your question.
I'm laughing at Vinny. We have a thing. Shout out to Attack the Backlog. Thank you so much for your $2.
ATB.
£2. I believe that's £2 from the UK. I think I could be wrong. And he just said Nintendo Direct hype, and he says he hopes you're well, Mike.
Thank you. ATB in the house.
Vinny said I can call him later and I can vent and rant about Zelda. That's so awesome. Lottie, please type your question. Forgive me, Mike. It'll just be easier if I just talk to him.
Yes.
Please retype your question. I am going to be marking them as we go and as we wind down. Folks got family at home. Some places got. Some of us have to go to bed because we're exhausted and just put in about 75 hours, and it's only Friday.
Yeah.
And some of us are going to record another show right after this. So
yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a whole lot going on.
The party will go on.
All right. So yeah, Q&A.
For those asking, Paul does have Discord as well. Sorry.
Cloud9
Sorry,
says Cloud9, so that's where the Q&A starts. Like then Cloud9 down, right? Did you All right.
yeah, I got you. You're right. Speaking of Animal Crossing, I'm actually going to dedicate a lot more time to Animal Crossing next time because I was just all over the place the first time. Next time it's like, no, we're going to go in with a plan. I don't know what that plan is yet, but once I see it, it's like, okay, I'm going to have a plan on how to design my island so I can get in there and do it right.
I wonder if we're going to have an island next time, or we're probably going to have a plane. Maybe we'll have to decorate a plane, and we're like airline people and stuff.
What if we have a yacht?
A yacht?
Because they have to do the whole thing where you can create your own living space and your homes and your. I want to be able to decorate my villagers' homes because they were like so plain Jane, and I'm like, no, I need to be able to like decorate their homes as well.
Well, we have a planet, Animal Crossing planets,
Animal Crossing planners, so you can plan. Okay, you can write out your designs and actually plan it, and then when that item comes in stock, like your planner will pop.
Planner.
Saying
I like the planet one because you can decorate your own planet. If you want to make it a red planet, you can make it a red planet, a blue planet, a green one, a yellow. It's all about colors. My version is all about colors. It's for kindergartners.
Animal Crossing Galaxy.
Identifying colors.
No, wait a minute. We're going to be able to build like our own Nintendo world. It says Animal Crossing, but you can build your own Mushroom Kingdom.
Animal Crossing World. It's a race for everybody.
Shout out to you, Lottie.
Mario Kart World, Animal Crossing World. Let's keep it going.
And we're just going to see Mario Kart, just zooming by as we're trying to create like in Terraform and everything. It'll be amazing. Yeah. Shout out to you, Lottie Tro here, who made our amazingly cute memes, last week. Who are you hoping to see in the Mario movie sequel besides Yoshi? I really hope Mario's there.
Mario's.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Koopalings.
I want
Bowser
Keegan
Jr.
Michael Key. Bowser Jr. Oh, that'd be fun. Keegan Michael Key for Toad. I just want Keegan Michael Key back.
I think he's gonna be back. He did such a fantastic job in that role.
I can't believe that voice came out of his mouth. I was like, wow, that's
crazy, right?
Voice acting is on par. I liked it.
He didn't need a lot of effects.
Shout out to Nate. Thank you so much for your question. I'm actually more excited for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound Shinobi on Switch 2 than any Nintendo first party this year. Is there anything you all are excited about other than first party? I heard Joycey with FromSoft. Yeah, when I was talking about the Dust Bloods. I'm looking forward to it because personally, I've never played a FromSoftware game. If you don't know the story, I missed a lot of the gaming years from like 17 to like early 30s. So there's a lot I missed. So, but from what I read and what I understand about FromSoftware, this is probably why we have $80 games, because we got to pay, FromSoftware for this exclusive for the Dust Bloods. So if they're going to get an exclusive, I want to try it. It would have to be really, really off-putting or terrible or something for me not to at least, give it a try. That's a game I'm willing to spend some money on. What about you guys?
You know that the last part. Okay, let me answer this question first because I was gonna go into Mario movie ramble. I'm looking forward to Microsoft games. I want them to bring Halo to Microsoft, and also Battlefield. Not Battlefield. Sorry, Call of Duty. Call of the Duty.
Duty.
Bring the Duty over to the Switch 2. Those are the games I'm looking forward to. The duties.
Love it.
Yeah, I mean,
what about you?
The Borderlands 4 is I don't know that I'm gonna play it on Switch 2 necessarily, but like I am excited that that's coming to Switch 2. Looks like it's gonna be running at mostly 30 FPS, so but it's coming nonetheless. So hopefully mostly 30 means it is a little above 30 and not a little below 30 sometimes. That's the real kicker, right? But like Assassin's Creed was also rated. There's the third parties are coming out of the woodworks the first year. So I think probably the one that I'm the most excited for is Daemon X Machina. Like really, really looking forward to that. I have no nostalgia, nothing towards Kirby Air Riders, and the people that do, they love it. I totally get it. Like, but I got nothing. I am super excited for Pokemon though. I do really enjoy the Pokemon games. They're kind of like a guilty pleasure game for me almost. So, really looking forward to those.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Cryptic. What if we got an Animal Crossing where we own the islands and Tom Nook has to pay us? Look, I'm here for it. Tom didn't took too much of my money. I don't care how many money trees I can grow and pay him. He didn't took too much of my money. Taxation is theft.
Tom Nook, he made us sell plots, but he sold the plots to us. We had to pay him 10,000 bells to make a plot for somebody to move in, and then he paid us back in some money that he made up. He's like, okay, here, it's 10,000 bells. I'll pay you back in some money that I just made up. Nook Mouse, it's my own money. I'm like, what's the value of Nook?
It's a crypto scam.
What's the value? It's 1/10 of a penny. I'm like, what the heck? Because I remember that when I'm like, I can help you set up plots to sell, but you have to give me 10,000 bells. Like, wait, this doesn't make sense. Like, you want me to sell your plot, but you're charging me? Am I going to live on it? And then the villager gets to live in it for free. I don't see any income on that on that plot. I saw nothing.
Let's get into it. How y'all living on my island and you living here rent free? I have so many questions, and I gotta pay for everything, for all the upgrades and everything else. You know how when you try to build a bridge, you can keep it open for a few days so your villagers can contribute. I know the purpose is for your friends to come to your island and contribute, but what about all these NPCs living on my island for free? I just want to understand what rent are they paying and who are they paying it to? I just want to understand.
We're gonna have a podcast called the Tom Nook Roast. And we're gonna go ahead and roast Tom Nook for all the money that he stole from us over the years. The Tom Nook roast.
We're gonna riot. Alrighty, then that was a wonderful question. Shout out to you, Chris Lee. And this question is directly for Josh. I think do you play Madden 26 on Switch 2?
I'm going to
play it.
I'm going to.
Okay.
Yeah,
Madden.
Maybe it's
I don't play Madden.
Maybe it's all play you. Maybe like it was supposed to be an I instead of a A.
Maybe he might be on an iPhone. iPhone is ridiculous. Try to type on for YouTube.
I've been looking to get into Madden for such a long time, even from the PlayStation era. Since PlayStation 1, by the way. I've been looking to get into Madden, but I've never got around to it. And I think this time I'm gonna give Madden a try on PlayStation, on Switch 2.
Your Switch 2 is now technically an Xbox, so
yeah, I mean eventually.
Shout out to Sukino Ame. Thank you so much for your question. And this question is for all of us. How does this sound? An Animal Crossing game in the big city with cars and a shopping mall. Can I decorate the shopping mall?
That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool. Shopping mall where we can buy. They just continuously update it, because it drove me crazy. There are only a few items in the store and I would have to wait 24 hours to get new items, and then you got repeat items, and then I would see people online with all this cool stuff, and I'm like, bruh, how do I get this cool stuff? Okay, what do I have to do? How many fish do I have to sell or whatever? So yeah,
Animal Crossing
I would enjoy that.
I'm trying to figure out how can they top Animal Crossing New Horizon, because that game was just beautiful and peak, right? Like Animal Crossing Worlds,
spiders in that game,
open world. I don't know. Combine every Animal Crossing game into a game. Yes.
It would be called New Nook City, and Isabel would do a variation of Jump Up Superstar every morning, but it would just be yeah.
I love that. Shout out to you again, Lottie. Oh yeah, and she wants to talk about future Mario Brothers movies. Okay. Oh yeah, how will Bowser get out of that glass jar and get back to normal?
I have a theory. Remember that egg that we all thought was Yoshi? That's Bowser Jr. He cracks out of the shell at the end of the movie. The Mario movie, the first movie, at the end of the movie, we see that egg that we Yoshi, whatever. That's not Yoshi. That's Bowser Jr. about to crack out of the egg, and then he goes with some Koopalings to rescue Dad, Mr. Daddy, and then he gets big again. That's what's gonna happen.
I hope it's all 8. Or all, is it 8? All 7 of the Koopalings.
It's Mario World, so they should be there.
Yeah, and just bust him out, and then start wreaking havoc. And I think it'll be a ton of fun.
Do we know if Jack Black's coming back for?
Yeah, he is.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's funny. Remember when we talked about the Minecraft movie, and then we never talked about it again?
I know. Yeah.
I just want some Bowser's Lava Chicken. So.
Yeah.
Amen. I want to hear him sing another version of one of his songs because Peaches was epic. Shout out to you, Pokemon fan. Oh, what?
Who made Minecraft? What studio? Was it Warner Brothers?
Legit.
It's on HBO, so probably.
Ah, okay. Interesting. So I wonder where. I was gonna say I wonder what theme park Minecraft is gonna end up in, because that's where we're gonna get to see the lava chicken.
No, it'll be a theme park you have to put together yourself. Every time you come to the theme park, you have to put the roller coaster together. I'm sorry. Okay, y'all, we is tired. Okay, Pokemon fan, shout out to you, dear. This is for all of us. Do you think they will shadow drop Metroid Prime 2 when Beat 'em Up said? Okay. Do you still think they will shadow drop Metroid Prime 2 when Beat 'em Up said Pokemon Coliseum was shadow dropping after the direct? Interesting.
Metroid Prime. Oh yeah, they can. I mean, it's two very different games for two different fan bases. So they could do it as a promotional thing for Metroid Prime 4, right? So. They can either shadow drop it or announce it for NSO, right? Not right then and there, but announce it, saying we have a wave 1 will include Mario Sunshine, Metroid Prime 4, Pokemon Coliseum, blurpity blurp, and blurpity blurp. Especially blurpity blurp. Yeah, that one's gonna be good.
I still don't know how I feel about Metroid Prime 2 being on NSO and then Metroid Prime 3 being available digital, physical, or whatever. I personally feel that Metroid Prime 2 and 3, if they get shadow dropped, that wouldn't surprise me as much. Could they also still shadow drop Pokemon Coliseum? I really don't see why not. There's no such thing as quote unquote too many shadow drops for games that people are interested in. And I do think there's a healthy enough amount of people who are interested in the Prime games as well as Pokemon Coliseum to either shadow drop them for sale if they've done some kind of HD or some kind of work on them, or put them. I don't see them putting the Prime games on NSO at all right now. But Pokemon Coliseum, maybe.
Yeah.
Unless they redo it, remake it or something, and then drop it for real. That'd be amazing. Josh, what do you think?
Yeah.
I just need Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remastered. That's all I need. I
do you think? I mean, they could drop it in one, like just one, like the combo, 2 and 3 combo, and have that digitally, either sold separately or together.
It just, the team that did one, like the company that did one,
yeah,
they ended up laying off a bunch of people, which makes me think that they didn't get the job for 2 and 3.
Yeah,
and so it doesn't mean they didn't that Nintendo didn't go somewhere else to have it done, but it makes my hope that we are seeing that dim a little bit. And it's just unfortunate because those games need updated controls. They need updated controls to try to go back and play Metroid Prime 2 the way you had to play it on GameCube. You can't even aim and shoot at the same time. You have to like lock on. They wanted to make a first person adventure game, not a first person shooter, and it's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Hopefully they could add some features where you can customize the controllers and even add mouse support at the end, right? So with the Switch 2.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lottie again with a follow-up question. And she said, for real though, how can Junior hatch out of a Yoshi egg? And I picked this question because I also wanted the answer to that.
So this is the thing. We see spots in the egg, but maybe they're not spots. They wipe away or whatever, right? Like we see a close up, and the movie ended. The movie ended with the egg, right? But what if we see a close up and then the little round dots on the egg just disappear, and then comes a little fist up, and it's Bowser Jr. And dinosaurs are born out of eggs, right? They're not, they're like reptiles, whatever, right? Reptiles come out of eggs, and so he just bounced, like that, and then all of a sudden we hear his voice, and Dad, I'm coming for you, Dad, whatever, like that, and that's how. And the movie starts like that, and then I have the entire movie here, but I can't explain it because it takes about 2 hours and 30 minutes long to explain the entire things. Plus, I have to go over all the credits for people who made the movie because I can't leave them out. So yeah, in the future podcast, I'll probably do that. I'll go with the entire movie shot by shot, describing every single shot with the line and everything, and then I'll do the credits as well, and then I'll sing along with the theme that is in the movie. Do that later.
That's beautiful. And I think we only have 2 more. So Pokemon Fan 34, this is for all of us. Do you believe we will get a port of Yoshi's Wally World this direct or next direct? I'll leave that to the experts, which are these 2.
This direct for 2026.
I feel like any kind of Wii U like filler is what I would kind of refer to that as. I mean, I know their best-selling game was a Wii U filler game, but I feel like it'll be in a bit of lulls, and I'm not sure that we're in. I don't know that we're there yet. I think it could be quite a while before we start seeing that stuff.
Interesting.
I think just my gut feeling.
Yeah,
I don't disagree.
Because there is a rumor that there's a new Yoshi game in the works. I've seen it floating around there as well. So, and I'm sorry for these puns, you guys. I'm not meaning. I said fumbled, talking about Madden floating around with Yoshi. Like, they're not intentional.
Go sit in the corner, Josh. No, I'm kidding.
I need to.
Shout out. This is our last question, guys. Shout out to David Patterson. Thank you so much for your question. You know what would be a decent remake? Contra for Switch 2. And I know this wasn't actually a question, it's more of a comment, but I have to say yes. Contra, I think, was the first game I actually beat with my older brother when I was a kid. Yeah. So Contra has a special place in my heart. So yeah, I would dig it. But I still want it side scrolly. But I would like it to be. I still want it to look like Contra, but I also want them to do kind of similar, almost like Dread, like Metroid Prime Dread, or not Metroid Prime Dread, Metroid. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Where they kind of beef up the graphics just a little bit and make it a little bit more spooky. Because when you try to play Contra on the NES, it's not spooky, but it should be.
Yeah. So with that, because I like that question a lot about the Contra. I would recommend a game. It's made by Retroware. It's called Iron Meat. Okay, Iron Meat. We had the game in Indie Mania, I think, a while back, and last year we had it in Indie Mania. This game is inspired by Contra, the really good ones. Actually, let me go ahead and share my screen here really quickly, just to give you a little bit of a show of what the game that I'm talking about here. Hopefully it plays, because it's not playing. But yeah, it's called Iron Meat, official launch trailer, on Retroware. Look it up. It's an amazing, beautiful game. It's inspired by Contra. I dare say some of its gameplay. It because they wanted to make a Contra game but better. Then they succeeded in a few areas, and I recommend it. It's really really fun, like a shooter, like Contra. You can play 2 players, and I highly recommend it. If you're looking for another Contra game while Contra gets made,
hopefully remade.
Yeah.
Shout out again to Boo Mini. Thank you, girlfriend. You have been on fire tonight.
Awesome.
What is your number one comfort game that you could replay and never get tired of? Everybody knows mine, so y'all go ahead.
I have 2.
Go for it.
I have Animal Crossing, right? Animal Crossing is the one that I could just play and just walk around and do stuff. And I have puzzle games. I love really difficult puzzle games. I'm a geek, right? I'm a geek at heart, and I love to solve things. I used to solve little intricate puzzles with little metal things stuck together, or boxes that have no key or whatever, or try to open it without a key, whatever, stuff like that. I did that all through my youth, and so I like to play puzzle games on Nintendo Switch. I'll put in Discord the one that I'm playing right now. I can't even think about it right now, but Animal Crossing is my first comfort game, and any puzzle game that I could find that is challenging enough that I can get through.
What about you, Josh? Oh,
yeah,
it's the panty raid game.
What's that?
I said, is it the panty raid game?
Oh my god! Here we go. Here we go.
I never said I meant it.
What's that hanging?
Good. It's all good. I mean, dude, here's what's crazy for me, you guys, is I love Smash. I could play Smash Ultimate till the end of days. Mario Kart World, same. I'm like I don't get tired of these games. Like I do not tire of them. If I could games that if I could play again that are comfort games, Animal Crossing for sure, especially New Leaf. I think New Leaf is just incredibly special. New Horizons is great too. But it just lacked a bit of the charm that New Leaf had that I wished they had brought forward with it. So the chat right now, you guys talking, Joycey, you unleashed them. So
listen, I like that you brought New Leaf because that's someone Animal Crossing I haven't played because it's on a mobile device, right? It's on 3DS. But I hope that they do decide to bring that game an HD version while we wait for Animal Crossing, the next one. That could be a really good game for Nintendo, because I know Switch 1 is not done yet, right? They said they'll get games for Nintendo Switch until the end of 2026. So that's why I still haven't given up on Wind Waker, Twilight Princess HD for Switch, and Switch 2. Another one could be New Leaf. So hopefully we see that soon.
Yeah, it would be fantastic. So yeah, that would be mine for sure. And I mean, just to throw another, Ocarina of Time, to be able to go back to that for the first time would be.
I'm
gonna wait for the remake.
You kind of wish that Men in Black thing, if you could target certain memories and forget everything about Ocarina of Time only. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till the remake. I'm still lost at the woods, the temple woods.
I mean, it is the Lost Woods, so the fact that you're lost, you're kind of playing it right.
Yeah,
you're doing it right.
I'm not sure if I was supposed to be lost for years.
You probably just don't know what your quest is. You probably just went off on did your own thing, and it's wait, what am I supposed to be doing?
I know what I'm supposed to do because I'm in this temple. I just don't know how to open a certain door, and it's weird. Yeah.
Why don't you? We'll talk about it. I'll get you through that.
I'm against guides.
You're what?
I'm against guides. I refuse to look at one or online.
You don't have to look. No, you don't have to look at a guide. Just tell me where you are, and I'll give you a hint that you will be able to follow and not be spoiled.
I live in Florida by the swamp and the gators, and and the mugginess. It's hot. It's like 115 degrees.
What does that have to do with anything I just said?
You said, "Tell me where you are."
Are you having an old lady moment too?
Yeah. Is that the last question?
And for those that don't know, mine is a link to the past. I realize that not everybody's here to know that, but yeah, mine is a link to the past. And that is it. That's all of our questions and comments.
All right. So, what does that mean, my friends? It means that the podcast has finally come to an end. We made it to the 2-hour mark. We're a little past to the half an hour. And so, without further ado, you can find Paul Guild Network everywhere Paul Guild Network can be found, right? Under a rock somewhere, counting down to another game somewhere. And so just look up Paul Guild Network everywhere, Twitter, X, and you'll find Paul Guild Network. And YouTube. Where can we find you? What happened?
I said YouTube.
And YouTube. Yes. And you can also find N64 Josh. Where can you find you?
Yeah, N64 Josh everywhere. As you can see by my name there, Farmers Only. I'm at Lon Rancher, and would love to connect there if that's your thing. And yeah, I host the Nintendo Powercast, which you can listen to on all podcast players or over on YouTube as well.
All right, and Joycey J, where can we find you?
I am Joycey J. I am only on Twitter because I'm boring, but I like video games.
Nice. And Josh, are we filming today for tomorrow? Is that how it work, or are we filming today for this next week?
So I had cancellations just now, like a little bit ago, that I didn't. So I'm gonna talk to you guys and see if you can actually both join next Thursday. So we'll chat, see if it works out. Good.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, my friends, you can find me here at the Odyssey, if you can, around. We're going through some stuff in the channel, but guess what? And nothing's gonna tear us down, right? That's why we started the channel with the motto "Never Give Up" journey on, because we knew there were gonna be hurdles and on the way there. There's gonna be trials and tribulations, but guess what? They only come to make you stronger. If you give up, you miss the opportunity to become the strongest person you've ever been. And I believe that once we get over this, we're gonna be the strongest channel. And I'm aiming, and I'm gonna be bold with this. I'm aiming to be the biggest Nintendo channel on YouTube. Beat 'em ups, I'm coming for you. But not only that, I'm bringing a whole bunch of people with me. We're gonna be the biggest podcast, Nintendo podcast, on YouTube. And so I'm making that claim now. I'm claiming it by faith, and I'm going to live by it, because whomever you are who's trying to tear me down, who's trying to bring up or to report the channel for violent content or whatever, guess what? You came for the wrong person. Let me tell you, because nobody will ever make me give up, right? Because that's just who I am, right? The one who fights for me is bigger and greater than anything can come against me. So, with that, my friends.
Wait, I want to comment and be shady.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to comment and be a little shady. Like you said, you can try, because Mike won't fight you. I won't fight you, at least not physically, but our angels will.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, you know.
Yeah,
I will fight you.
No.
Okay. So Josh's angel is going to try to keep him out of trouble, but our angels will fight you. And if you know what that means, if you know, you know. So and I want to the wrong one.
I want to extend a huge thank you to all of the amazing people behind the scenes who have just send words of encouragement. They've been like literally on top of me, on top of the channel and in Discord. I can say Lottie, Pokemon fan, Boo Mini, all of the mods. Let me look up here because I don't want to miss anybody. And all of our mods, on that they've been just more than supportive throughout the entire thing. Those of you who are not getting notifications anymore, you have to look for the channel now. Instead of you won't get notified. Look for the channel, and you'll find it. But we're gonna get through this. We're gonna be bigger and stronger than ever. And then things gonna go great. Well, I'm planning some fun stuff with the channel, so yeah, we got it, man. We got
And
it.
when you try to plan there, if you try to plan someone's downfall, I just want you to know you never get away with it.
Yep.
You may think you do, but you'll never get away with it.
Yeah.
Karma does go. What goes around does come back around. And while Mike is doing the work to repair what someone tried to take, now I'm getting mad. You know, nobody's gonna do anything. We're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna keep working, helping Mike out, and you could just sit there and wait for karma.
Yeah.
I'm done
All
now.
right.
I'm done. I'll be good.
Well, listen. Let me tell you something. Can I say something? Can I say something from the heart? To
Yes,
whomever it is, whomever it is, or the group, because it's a group of people that's reporting my channel. I only wish you the best, and I only wish you all the happiness in the world. I'm pretty sure you're going through something. You're heartbroken. Somebody didn't raise you right, or did something to harm you, and you have to have somebody else in that same pain in order for you not to feel alone. I want to tell you, you're not alone. Guess what? We're all here with you. I forgive you. I love you. I wish you the best and the happiness, the best happiness in the world. You know why? Because when you feel that happiness in your heart, you want to share with other people. So I only wish you the best happiness and the best thing that could ever happen to you. So no hard feelings. I will never, ever hold a grudge on anybody for anything. You know what I mean? And so I just hope that whatever it is that has happened in your life, somebody let you down. Don't worry, you're not. You know, you can get over it. You can overcome. You know, you can become a better person. Everybody, while you still have a breath in your lungs, you have a heart beating still. You know, you're still active. There's still time for you to change and become a better person, better than who you are. And I believe in you. That's all I want to say. I believe in you. You can do it. No hard feelings. You ever want to chat and talk? I'll talk. I'm not that kind of person, you know. So with that, never give up and journey on. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm looking for the end stream because at this time my eyes are out.
Oh.
End stream, got it.
Good night, guys.
Wake the world, we're live on air. Truth and power everywhere. From pixel dreams to indie gold. Stories waiting to be told.